Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 9th and the subject is maths, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 7, and the name of the chapter is triangles. Yesterday we have started exercise 7.1 and we have discussed the questions up to question number 4. So today we will discuss question number 5. As I told you previously that whenever you are supposed to watch the video, you are supposed to have your textbooks with you so that you can also read the question. So first of all we will read the question, that question number 5, exercise 7.1, page number 119. In this question, line L is the bisector of an angle A, and B is any point on line L. So one angle is given like this, that is angle A. Angle A is given, that line L is the bisector. Bisector means this angle is equals to this angle, that is equal, because L is the bisector of angle A, and B is any point on this line, and from B the perpendiculars are drawn, and the naming has been done, that is Q, that is P. Now what is given here? Let this be angle 1, this be angle 2. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2, that is given, and BQ and BP are perpendicular, means perpendicular, this is 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. What we have to prove? We have to prove two things. First one is triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB, and second thing we are supposed to prove BP is equals to BQ. BP is equals to BQ. So now we are supposed to write the proof for that. First of all we have to prove the triangles congruent. So if we are supposed to prove the triangles congruent, so we are supposed to compare the triangles. So in triangle APB and triangle AQB means in this triangle and this triangle, this is given that angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Why? That is given. Angle BQA is equals to angle BPA. Why? 90 degree each. 90 degree each means this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, angle 1 is equals to angle 2. So two things we have already find, but for the congruence we require three things. So the third thing will be, as we can see in the figure, AB is the line, AB is the side which is included in both the triangles. AB is there in the upward triangle and AB is there in the downward triangle as well. So we can write AB is equals to AB. Why? Because that is common. Then we can say now the triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB by which criteria? As I told you many times, then whenever we are supposed to show the triangles congruent, we are supposed to mention the criteria used in that. So which criteria we are using? RHS. Why? Right angle, hypotenuse and side. So side is not there, RHS we cannot use. What we are using? Angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side, two angles are equal and one non including side is also equal. So the criteria is angle, angle, side. So from this question that has been displayed that if the triangles are right angle, it doesn't mean that we are supposed to use the RHS for that. We can use the angle, angle, side also. That depends on the information given in the question. So now both the triangles are congruent by the criteria angle, angle, side. Now after when the triangles are congruent, then we can say that the corresponding parts will be same, means BQ is equals to BP. Why? What is the reason for that? That is CP CPCT, and the full form of CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangle, and corresponding parts of congruent triangles are always equal, as we have discussed in the starting only, that if two triangles are congruent, then they should be identical in each and every aspect. Their angles should be equal. Which angles? Corresponding angles, and their corresponding sides should also be equal. So we have proved that the triangles are congruent, then we can say that their corresponding sides will also be same. So that's why we are writing BQ is equals to BP. Now in this way we have completed that question. Afterwards we are supposed to see what we have to do in the next question, that is question number 6. Now in question number 6, now I think you have come to know how to attempt the question. First of all, we are supposed to mention the given thing, then we are supposed to mention what we have to prove, then we have to mention the construction if any, then at the last we are supposed to start the proof for that. So in this question, the next question 6, I will draw the diagram. In the diagram only I will tell you how the triangles can be proved congruent, and afterwards you are supposed to attempt that question in a proper manner. Now in this it is given that AC is equals to AE, AC is equals to AE, and AB is equals to AD, AB is equals to AD. Now this is also given that angle BAD, BAD means this angle is equals to this angle. Now we have to prove that BC is equals to DE, BC is equals to DE. So what I will do, I will make the two separate diagram, rough diagram of that, that is ABC, and the rough diagram of that second triangle is like this, that is AED. Now in this, that is given that AC is equals to AE and AB is equals to AD. Now that is given, two things are given, we are supposed to search the third one. So third one is given there, BAD, angle BAD is given equal to angle CAE, CAE. So these two angles are equal, so we can add anything to them same. So we can add CAD plus angle CAD plus angle CAD, BAD plus CAD, BAD plus CAD means this angle plus this angle will become BAC. Angle BAC is equals to angle CAE, CAE plus CAD becomes EAD. This plus this becomes complete like this. So EAD, angle EAD. So BAC, BAC is equals to EAD, EAD. Now these two triangles, two sides are equal and the including angle is also equal. So we can say that these two triangles are congruent by the criteria, that is side angle side, side angle side. Why I told you that you are supposed to proceed by yourself? Because I have to show you on the board how to split these two figures, this complete figure into two parts. That will be much more easy. Otherwise in the same figure it is very complicated to make you understand. After practicing you can do in the same figure as well, but in the starting you are supposed to split that figure into two parts. I hope that you have understood, and now you can proceed the exercise. First of all, you have to repeat the questions which we have done today, that is question number 5 and question number 6. After completing that, you are supposed to try the upcoming questions of this exercise. At the same time, if you are facing any problem or if you are having any doubt, then you can message us or you can even call us. We will try to rectify your doubt so that you can easily proceed the questions given in your textbooks. At the same time, after completing the homework, you are supposed to take the pic of that and you are supposed to upload on the school's WhatsApp number, so that we can also maintain the record of the name of the students who are completing their work on the daily basis. Thank you very much.